my turn. I'm staying with my people.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see? You should go now, my child. Be careful. We are all praying for your success.
So what's that?
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful too.
No. Both monsters have different images. And then I got like a third image as well. That'd be my capture card. Because right now my computer thinks I got 3 monitors plugged in. But it's actually my capture card acting like the third one. The reason why it's kind of different is because my second monitor is like a AGV, you know, the really old ones, the old reports, like AVD or something like that, you know, the really old cords. And then my main monitor is like a display port. And then my capture card is a HDMI. So I got like 3 different cores plugged into 3 different devices. The problem with that is if I upgrade my graphics card, the new graphics cards don't have the AVD or something, or ADV. So I can't use my second monitor with the second, the other graphics cards. The 10 series are the last ones that actually has that display port thing. That's why I don't really want to upgrade my computer right now. Hey, is the stream all good? It's not lagging anything, is it? Because I can't really tell because my whole screen is lagging. That's all good. Okay. Yeah, my whole second monitor now lagging and doing weird stuff. This should be the end of the game. What time is it? Should make it in time.
Constantine!
Restrain her!
Wait, I have to defeat this guy by myself? Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's go. Let's go, big boy. Hey, you want to go? No more allies. Just me and this guy. Mano a mano. Oh. Come on. Calm down there. Jesus. Calm down there. Okay, his armor's gone. That's perfect. Just keep hit and run, hit and run. Just keep hitting and running. There we go. This should not be too hard. Hang on. Let's try to cheese this guy a bit. Where is it? Here we go. There you go. There you go, teasing him a bit. Okay, I'm gonna cheese this boss, only because I'm scared. Stay still. I know that's a bit cheap, but hey, it works. Ow. Wait, he's not getting stunned anymore? There you go. He doesn't get stunned for long. But long enough for me to get multiple hits in. Get my armor back. That won't reach him. That will reach him. There you go. Let's coat my blade again. There you go. Ow. There you go. Let's see. Poison. Yeah, let's do some poison. He should be dead. There we go.
No! Stop! Step back.
Oh man.
I do not desire your death. I'm sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps. But
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his bride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever.
You know what? I'm sorry, cousin.
Come.
Yep.
good night, sweet prince.
My cape is clipping through his hand. Is that the end of the game now?
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching her back as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkasi's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Her friendship with Renaigse helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence. She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another, and in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. Following the investigations revealing the horrifying practices of Dr. Asili, the Alliance changed their methods and even appointed an ethics council to oversee the work of its scholars. The public revelations of Saint Matthias's life led to a deep change in Teleme. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Aware that their culture of secrets would lead them to their demise, the Nords changed their methods. They welcomed numerous new recruits amongst them, notably natives. Under Sieglinde's control, the Guard returned to the honorable values that had made its reputation. And they did so all the more easily, now that their shadiest members were out of the picture.
Well, there we go. Do we have... we still have time. You know, skip this for now. Let's go back and, let's see the other ending. We should have time for this. I had to kill the boss again, but hey. That was the poison, yeah. Just keep stacking the poison. me a second. Oh god, look at that poison damage. Oh, that's not a good time. That's a good time to coat. Come on. Come on. Man, this guy doesn't want to go down. Just die already. Come on, get my health up. There you go. You know what? Take this. Ow. Come on. There we go.
But for you, you don't understand all.
Let's see the other ending.
My father's the political. I have to send the old,
He himself.
all you have to do. Come. Trust me. You won't regret it, cousin.
Who could have predicted, when my two young students left the port of Serene, that they'd become the gods of Teofredi, thus plunging the world into chaos? Certainly not me. So it seems that I am a poor teacher. Amongst those who had tried to prevent the ritual from taking place, only a handful of dazed survivors remained, helplessly facing hordes of creatures following the orders of the two cousins. Afra and Petrus, former rivals, fell together. They couldn't accept this treason from the one they believed in. As for Vasco, he managed to run away and join the Naut fleet. Rumor has it that he went to their island, his heart full of bitterness, and never left it again. With his help, Kurt managed to leave Teofredi, but only to die on another battlefield. Siora had done well to go back to her sister, who tried to lead a rebellion for a while, but just like the rest of the clans, she eventually acknowledged the power of their new gods. Exiled from the island, all our nations sunk into a state of constant warfare, each accusing the others of being responsible for their terrible defeat. The congregation is now on the verge of falling, and I have no doubt that the others will follow. The lives which haven't been taken by war will be taken by the Malicor. On Teofredi, the Nauts report that nature has reclaimed its rights in the cities. After a period of chaos that saw the death of many rebel islanders, the survivors reportedly all ended up acknowledging the power of the two cousins. But sadly, this is nothing but hearsay, since the news we receive is scarce and getting even more so.
Well, that was a sad ending. Poor Kirk died on the battlefield. Well, those are both endings. They said there was like 4 endings. I don't know how to unlock the other 2. But yeah, there's 2 endings at least. Oh, so that was Greedfall. Oh, well, we have a little time, so my thoughts on the overall game. Good game. The main problems I have with the game is that most of the mission was investigation missions. Like you have to just discover this, or you have to, do a detective. Most of it was detective work. And I don't mind some missions being detective work, but the whole game is like detective work. You have to discover, you have to follow somebody, you have to find evidence and all that stuff constantly. It's just all detective work. I would like a little bit of variety, these different things. They did that in the end. The end was like all combat and you have to face the evil guy and all that stuff. But in the beginning and halfway through the game, it's all just, investigation. Another thing I have a problem with is the loot. As you saw there, I honestly used the same loot from the middle of the game until the end game. The loot needs to be a lot more loot and more variety. There was not that many loots and everything, like different item sets and all that stuff. And the item sets you do get is not that good. Because, like I said, I was using one item set that I got like halfway through the game. And just use that the rest of the game. I like a bit more variety. And maybe better loot jobs and all that stuff. Or better loot in general. But it was still pretty good. Another thing I didn't like is probably the companions. The companions were good, don't get me wrong, but I would love if it had a bit more companions or more story or dialogue with them. Flesh them out a bit more. Because you do get their own little side quests. Like all of them get their own little side quests, but I like to flesh out a bit more. Because Kirk was pretty good, Then you got Vesquez who wants to find his family. Like I said, it was good, but I want to flesh out a bit more than what we had there. What else? The combat system seems a bit broken. Because if you're fast enough, you could just block everything. Like, you don't really need to do anything but just block. And that takes all the damage away. It'd be better if they focus more on dodging, maybe. And blocking does, like, reduce damage. Instead of flat out blocking all damage. The voice acting was pretty good. I'm not going to complain about the voice acting. I actually like the voice acting. The customization in the beginning of the game was pretty lackluster. Because you can't really customize your character that much. For an RPG game, it should be a lot more than that, but eh. Obviously, the combat system, I can't really go in depth with the magic system or the range system because I did not use firearms or magic, so I can't get in there. Overall abilities were pretty good. I like how you have to unlock areas by having agility or something. That was pretty good. Vigor and all that stuff. The crafting system was pretty interesting, but not very useful. The crafting system was kind of useful, but not really. Like, you can pretty much skip the crafting thing. And what time is it? Yeah, the crafting system was lackluster. They could have fleshed out crafting system a bit more. Like, fully customize your outfit instead of just 3 pieces. What else there? The main story. There you go, the story. the story was actually interesting, but I did not like the end part. How it was just, hey, now your cousin is a bad guy. I was like, okay. Just like that, now he's corrupted and bad. It's like they didn't have really a goal for a main villain. So they just had to make a villain up on the spot. I would love it if they had like a main villain, or, you know, you have to defeat a god. Like a particular god was involved in all this. You know, make it a bit more epic of a story. Except for somebody went mad and then, yeah. Because you didn't really find out why the Manticore was actually poisoning the people, really. You don't really find out about that. A lot of plot holes here and there. There's a lot of plot holes in the story. But overall, I liked it. Like the side quests. The side quest was actually better, in my opinion. Honestly, if you don't do the side quests, you will not know half of the story. And that's kind of a problem, because most people don't do side quests. But the side quests actually flesh out a lot of stuff. A little bit of spoilers, but you will not find out if your cousin got poisoned, like how he got the Manticore in the first place. You think, oh, he just got the Manticore for no reason. But if you actually do a side quest, it actually tells you how he got the Manticore. You'll never know that if you didn't do that side quest. And there's multiple side quests like that, where you'll never know the full story unless you do every single thing. And the problem with that is, it doesn't really tell you who has quests or not. Because one time in the side quest, I just walked in the room and it just popped up as a side quest. So the heads up would be a lot better if it had like, hey, this guy had a quest in this building. Because it doesn't tell you if somebody has a quest in the building. It only tells you if you're in the building. So it'd be better if it has like a big question mark on top of a building saying, hey, there's a quest here for you. That'd be a little bit better. System. Like I said, the foundation of this game is amazing. They could definitely, if they make number 2, Greedfall 2, they could definitely improve on the game. Because like I said, they can flesh out a bit more, hopefully they do. But I don't think they're going to do it better. Hopefully they make Greedfall 2 and flesh out the stuff better. Like make the combat a bit more exciting. Because the combat was a bit stale after a while. You just mash the X button. Of course you get that bombs and traps and guns and all that stuff. But that's just changing the gameplay a little bit. But I did like the multiple endings. They didn't have to do that, but it was appreciated that they actually did multiple endings. Let's see. That's pretty much it, I think. I don't think I missed anything out. Did I? You got the story, you got side quests, you got the companions. No? I love the graphics and the sound. The sound and graphics were nice. I actually have to compliment them on. The visuals and all that was great. I love the world. I love the world building. It was actually pretty good. And the sound was nice as well. Really love the sound. Anything else? No? I think that's everything. Honestly, I think that's everything. They got the sound, they got the graphics. Yeah. I think that's do it for me. Give me a second. There we go. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Wait, I did it wrong. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. And definitely get this game. It's worth playing. That's what I forgot to say. Bye. Bye, Code.